boy, Tommy G, here with the Friday edition of the Stay Cashin show. We're going to break down all the weekend's bets. We're going to talk about that fucking debacle last night, which we made a lot of money off on that Bengal game. But holy Jesus fucking Christ, was that crazy how that thing ended the last 4 quarters. Bill Rupp nailed it. Nothing happened in the first quarter of the game, as usual, Bill. What are they doing with these Thursday night early starts?
That's what they do. They start them slow, make everyone lose their first quarter bets. Now that's the new trendy thing.
I'm going to switch cameras.
As soon as they do that, as soon as everyone starts betting those things, they take them away. You can't win them anymore. That's just how it goes. You got to bet that stuff on Sunday, not on island games.
Yeah, and then like those lose, and then they make you re-bet the other bets that you would have normally bet, and now you got double money in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
as soon as people started hitting plus 1,000s or 2,000s, putting them out there, one starts betting them, and then now nobody's winning anything because one side will get it, the other side won't. And the one main guy won't get shit, and everyone else will. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, those 5 yards per quarter things and all that seem to always die in the first quarter or the second quarter, right? Listen, the game was a fucking smash last night. Obviously, fucking props across the board. We hit everything. Our biggest bet of the day here was the Joe Burrow 2+ passing touchdowns. He threw 4. We had the Bengals on the spread. We had the Bengals on the money line, which we hedged with the Ravens plus 500 when the Bengals got up 21-7 with the ball. Jamar Chase, Ham, everything went to par for the course, Hoffman. So good game overall for sure for probably most people out there in the betting public.
Jamar Chase stayed top receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, he's going to stay there.
Did exactly what we said he does. Either goes for 200 or 50. There's no in between.
He didn't just go for 200.
He
went for 266.
And then we didn't throw to him on the last play.
Yeah, well,
That's why the team stinks.
Doesn't make sense.
Plain and simple.
Unbelievable.
There's also like 5 penalties on the last play that just don't get called.
Never Joe Burrow get a penalty. Never.
Zab said it. They probably won't cover the spread, but they'll win the game.
Yeah, dude, that was like the consensus too, right, Zab? Like the Vegas had to get smacked pretty hard last night because the Bengals plus 6.5 was a pretty easy bet, and a lot of people had the Ravens on the money line, so a lot of people were cheering that 2-point conversion miss for sure.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was. That's what I was. And the over. I seen a lot of people on the over too last night, and that game flew over the total too. So
duck this weekend.
Keaton Mitchell and the Ravens can suck my balls. How about that? He played for 2 plays. Like, why not play him for 0 so I get my fucking money back?
Well, did you see the Deontay Johnson thing?
I mean,
what was that?
Deontay Johnson played 1 snap in the first quarter and then didn't play another snap the rest of the game. Yeah. And FanDuel's like, nope, sorry. He played 1 snap in the first quarter.
That's all you got to do. You got to play
Mitchell
1 snap.
played 2 snaps.
Why is the video not showing up on my live?
It is.
No, it's not. Literally not. It just has link.
Two plays.
The video is there. It's going. It's just not showing up on my feed.
Took all my money on that. Joe Burrow didn't really run yesterday. Took my money on that. Lamar Jackson didn't get his 8.5 rushing attempts.
Did you not have a good day on this game, Bill?
No, I lost.
Really? Oh, yeah. I thought you smashed.
I came back with both teams to score a touchdown. I hit my builder, and then I hit 2 live plays that, again, I go 2-0 on the lives that I should just bet the live plays. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I had Andrews touchdown plus 170. It was kind of about even, but Mitchell killed me, dude. Killed me.
Yeah, you guys, I didn't touch Mitchell. My only loss on that game was the Burrow, outside of the mayhem shit, the plus 800s and stuff like that. The Bengals money line plus 230, we hit the plus 500 as the hedge. It was just Burrow plus over 8.5 rushing yards, which Burrow was hurt. Burrow played hurt the last quarter and a half. Couldn't even pick up his helmet with his left arm. I think that's the reason he didn't run, Bill. I think he wasn't running because he didn't want to take a hit.
Well, obviously he didn't want to get hit, right?
Because he even saw when he tried to get up and he had to like switch arms to get off.
I mean,
the
I've been
ground.
telling you he's been hurt all season.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the guy gets fucking murdered back there.
He gets hurt, bro. I mean, this isn't nothing new. This has been happening since he was a rookie.
No, it's hold on.
Because he's fearless.
Bill.
He stands there and just gets rocked.
He gets lit the fuck up on every play.
He doesn't flinch. It's crazy.
They don't build the offensive line big enough for him, around him. That's their problem. Plus, their fucking pass defense is fucking Swiss cheese. Talk about the Ravens being bad. The Bengals are worse than the Ravens. I mean, I could probably throw for 300 against them.
Yeah, that's I don't know what's been going on there with this offensive line that they said they were working on. Obviously, they had a couple big injuries on the offensive line throughout the year, which hasn't helped it, Zab. But people need to like study that game and go back and watch, because Joe Burrow didn't just throw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. He had no time the whole game. Every throw was literally running, getting hit, and throwing the ball nonstop. No other quarterback would have been able to throw for 250 in that game. It's just a shame that, listen, that fumble by Chase Brown was disgraceful. You can't fumble in that spot. It's 21-7. You have the ball. They're minus 900. You fumble. You hand the fucking Ravens a touchdown. Then on the next drive right after that, they throw a 2-yard pass, and fucking Wallace just tap dances down the line with defenders like retardedly waving at him, Bill, instead of knocking him out of bounds. Like, what? Like, help the kid out a little bit. Can we help Joe Burrow out a little bit, Bengals? One time, can we give the kid some help?
Well, I mean, listen, if somebody tried to tackle him and then he gave him a stiff arm right to the face, he's like 5'8", 150 pounds. Stiff arm in a safety or a linebacker, whoever that was, right to the ground. So good for that guy, who I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. C-Web would like to know why I think Zach Taylor should be fired. Zach Taylor should have been fired 3 years ago. Zach Taylor's cost the Bengals everything every year.
Talk about not being prepared.
How can you look at a Bengal game ever and not know Zach Taylor should have been
fired?
Look
at the first 5 weeks every year.
Dude, his team's never prepared. Their off-season procedure, whatever the fuck they're doing in the off-season, just stop it, abort mission, and start over. The team's always hurt. They're never prepared. They start slow. There's drama in the clubhouse. Dude, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow were best friends since college. You got fucking issues with the team. I mean, Zach Taylor is a disaster. He uses analytics one time, then doesn't use it the next, then uses it the next. I mean, Zab, 4th and 1 is like a coin flip for this fucking guy. He'll be at the same spot on the field, and if it's 14-0, he goes for it on 4th and 1. And if it's 7-7, he punts on 4th and 1 from the same spot. He doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, that 2-point conversion, everyone out there is sitting there talking about how they should have gone for 2. No, they should not. No, they 100% should not have gone for 2. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. One, how many times, Hoffman, Zab, and Bill, were the Bengals inside the 5 running plays last night? The whole game? The first drive alone, it took them 6 tries to get in from the 3, right? They needed that holding penalty by Baltimore to have Chase Brown actually run it in. But multiple times they were getting in short yardage situation. They had 3rd and 2 and 4th and 2 from the 40 when they threw the 2 bombs and couldn't convert the short yardage. Joe Burrow can't run because he's hurt. So you're taking that weapon away from him. So he's a drop back passer in the pocket. And even if you are going to go for 2 in that spot, you still don't win. It doesn't win the game. You still have 40 seconds for Lamar with 2 or 3 timeouts. And granted, he's been bad, but Justin Tucker obviously is a clutch kicker. He has not been good this year. We all know that. You don't win that game. You still have to sweat the worst defense in the world, stopping a locomotive to get down to the 35-yard line, which they could probably do in 3 plays. Yeah, so you only go for 2 if it wins the game.
Baltimore scored on their previous 4 possessions. So, like, they're not like you don't win.
You don't win. So, I mean, honestly, what your best chance of winning that game is kick the fucking extra point, hope you can stop them or Tucker misses a field goal, and pray you win the coin flip. Because if you win the coin toss, Burrow just walked down the field 70 yards in 44 seconds.
Whoever won the coin toss in overtime.
Whoever won the coin toss was probably going to win the game. But the big reason, and then I'm going to kick to you here, Zab. I know you got a lot to say on this. The big reason why I think you don't go for it there, what do we talk about with the Ravens in big spots every game? They give it away. They do something stupid. The Lamar touchdown drive started with an interception right in the Bengals' hands, correct? That he dropped. That's game over. So you'd want to keep that game going because you have the clutch monster who you know is going to get your team in the end zone. And they have the team that commits a shit ton of penalties, takes a lot of huge sacks, and tends to fuck up in big spots. You do not let your whole season hinge on a 2-point conversion play, especially that 2-point conversion play. They should have ran it before they called the timeout when they had Jamar Chase, who just went for 900 yards on the dude covering him, one-on-one at the top. How does that play go away from Chase and Gesicki, Zeb?
That's what I was going to say. How are you not going to your player that's basically dominated the entire game in the most crucial spot of the game? You need to feed your wide receiver one. Not only that, but you're without T. Higgins, so your red zone convertibility is already down because you're without your wide receiver two there. Another big body wide receiver that can go up and catch it. It just didn't make sense.
And if you go for two, Zab, I'm okay with the go for two. As long as you go run up, run the play, and go for two.
Well, yeah.
The second you call timeout, you are now letting the Ravens, who are a great defense in tight space, they're great up the middle, they're good in those situations, they hold every time, they pass interfere on every receiver all game, and you know the propensity of getting a call like that at the end of the game is far lower because the refs don't want to decide the game, even though they missed 2 monster calls on that last play alone. You know, just like the last play of a basketball game, you're probably not going to get the foul call. Right? The last play of a fucking football game, 2-point conversion, they're going to hold like crazy because even if you do call the pass interference, you still got to run the play again. Yeah. It's only a 1-yard penalty. So they're going to hold. So it's a tougher play. So you had the look. You had the look. You had Chase one-on-one at the top. You had the fucking look. Why did you not run the play? Why'd you call timeout? That's why you should be fired.
Everyone was saying it too. Everyone was like,
you should be fired for going for 2. He should be fired for calling timeout and then running that play for 2. That's the problem.
And how is Baltimore not is leaving him in man coverage on the outside when he just
because they didn't have time to prep.
Yeah,
they were running it. Harbaugh should have called timeout. Probably. Yeah, right? I mean,
Harbaugh was probably like, "Oh my God, they just helped us."
Yeah, and then we call it. Yeah, we call it. It doesn't make sense. And like you said, Lamar always drops the ball in these big moments, going down to score, to end the game. You know, let your defense have a shot. I'd rather took the one and then go to put our defense out there. Maybe he throws a pick. Maybe our defense comes up with a couple bet stops. I mean, I don't understand what happened with Zay Flowers last night when everybody was going off other than Zay Flowers, and he had a monster matchup.
They needed someone to keep the same game parlays down.
Wow.
Everyone who had Zay Flowers 40+. They needed to
I'm happy you got 25 yards.
Yeah, you got 25, but a lot of people had it at 40.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say. So.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, so anyway, I mean, listen, Chase Brown can't fumble. You got to make a tackle, and the refs need to start helping Cincy a little bit. It's getting ridiculous. They could be 9-1 right now. Like, literally, this team could be 9-1 right now. They've had some of the most excruciating losses, and this isn't just this year. This dates back to every Kansas City Chief game in the playoffs for the last 2 or 3 years. The Bills games, I mean, DeMar Hamlin dies on the field and costs them home field advantage. I mean, everything that can go wrong for Joe Burrow. I figure when he bleached his hair, he made his sacrifice to the cabal. And he's probably good, but it's actually gotten worse. The Patriots game, let me just run through this quick and then we'll get off Cincinnati. The Patriots game week 1, the NFL admitted Gesicki should have had a touchdown and the Bengals should have won. That's 1-0. The Chiefs game week 2 was the pass interference call at the end of the game when Burrow let him down and then they bailed the Chiefs out, 2-0. The Commanders game, they were winning at the end. And remember fucking on 4th down, what's his face? Jaden Daniels threw that bomb in the corner that no one knew how he even got it in there to McLaurin to win the game. Then we had the Ravens loss the first time, which was in overtime, 41-38, which they should have won. Then you had the Eagles game where they got stomped, and then you had last night. So they literally have 5 of their 6 losses were coin flips and all went the other way.
Yeah, they missed a field goal versus the Ravens to win it.
Missed the field goal to win it. Yep. When Lamar fumbled, right? Like, it was another one of those situations. Like, everyone just assumes, like C-Duff just wrote it in chat, if you go for it and the Ravens score in overtime, the Ravens don't drive and score that easily in big spots. They always fuck up first.
And they did in the fourth quarter last night.
They didn't. They threw the interception first. There
was no interception.
I get it. Bill, listen to what I'm saying. They give you a chance. They fuck something up. If you don't capitalize on it, they're going to score.
Night.
Lamar fumbled against them last time. Lamar threw an interception to start the drive this time.
Last night.
He threw the ball directly to the Bengals.
But Tommy, he didn't catch it.
Bill, listen to what I'm saying. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Lamar will give you. Hold on. I get it.
Perfect quarterback rating in the fourth quarter.
Lamar.
That might have been true any other game, but not last night.
Bill.
Not last night.
Lamar threw a pick to start the drive.
If they won the coin toss, Lamar was going 80 yards and a touchdown. Right?
There was no interception by Lamar last night.
What's up?
He didn't throw a pick last night.
No. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Bengals cornerback dropped.
Hold on. Yes, you're right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He threw the pick.
He wants a guy diving.
No, Bill, I'm just saying he's not impermeable. He does something stupid each drive, and if you don't capitalize on it, look in the red zone.
Bottom line was if they won the coin toss, they were going down the field in 5 plays, touchdown, game over.
Well, if you think they could walk down the field that quick, then they were going to do it.
They did the last 2 drives.
Then they were going to do it if you got the 2-point conversion. Then they were going to do it if you got the 2-point conversion.
I'm not saying they wouldn't.
Right. So go to overtime. Maybe we get the coin toss, and then the game's over because Burrow just walked down the field
Whoever
twice.
won the coin toss was going right down the field.
Right. And I'm willing to take that chance because there's a higher probability of Lamar doing something dumb in overtime than Burrow doing something dumb in overtime. So, listen, it was a crazy game. I still think the Bengals make the playoffs. They got a pretty easy schedule coming up. Chargers, Cowboys, Titans, Browns, and Broncos. Those should all be wins, and then 2 versus the Steelers. So, going to need to probably only got 1 loss left in them if they want to get to that 10-win number. I think they get the 9 wins easily with that schedule. It's a pretty weak schedule, but we shall see. Ravens win. So, that's it. What else? Any other takeaways from last night around the world of sports?
There wasn't really much going on.
Aaron Boone is back.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we knew it.
Yeah.
We all knew it. He's not going anywhere. They, like we said, they don't care about winning. They care about making money.
No, Uncle Stevie has the first interview in California with Soto. So what he's going to do is he's going to walk in the interview, which he should do, and say, all right, I'm first, but listen, once you see everybody you want to see, come back to me, and I'll add $20 million to whatever you.
I wish he would make that offer to Aaron Boone. I wish that would have happened.
He just needs to walk in with a checkbook. What do you want to stay here?
I'm leaning more like that Mets get him than the Yankees, especially now that I'm seeing how much the Yankees want Christian Walker, which wouldn't have been a bad thing last year since Christian Walker absolutely kills it in L.A. They play the Dodgers. Would have been a nice time now. It's all right. Fucking every at bat in LA. It'd be great for him to have. I mean, he's older. He's in his mid-30s. But the Yankees are going after him hard, I've heard. Have to spend some money there. They just got Cole back for another year. That's another $36 million. It's leaning towards, I'm thinking, Tommy, that they're not going to get Soto.
They are.
I'm
sticking to my guns. Sticking to my guns on this one.
I'm like 60-40 with Bill. I'm on Bill's side right now.
Okay. Yeah,
I could flip back, but it just doesn't feel like we're getting him back.
I'm sticking to my guns on it. I think it ends up getting done.
I know you're sticking to your guns because that's what you do, but the feeling doesn't.
The reason why is because he's not going to the Mets. I'm standing on that. I've stood on that. And if it's not the Mets, I don't know if another team's going to be able to come up there and do what the Mets could do. So I think the Mets.
Gleyber Torres is gone. And he was his best friend on the team. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Gleyber Torres is gone?
Gleyber Torres is gone. Yeah.
Officially?
They didn't give him his qualifying offer.
All right. So we'll see. I mean, I think the Mets are the only team that could really blow the Yankees out of the water financially, and I don't think he's going to go to the Mets from the Yankees. I just don't think he's going to do it. But anyway, enough baseball talk. We got enough other sports going on right now. By the way, Hoffman, did you email Howie?
I emailed Howie. I emailed everyone.
Okay.
Ronnie James is officially in the G League.
Thank God.
Sent him down. He's only going to play the home games. He isn't going to go on the away games. So I guess he'll be still on the Lakers for though. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, bro. The Lakers, they had a lucky first 6 or 7 games, bro. Now they're starting to lose again.
JJ Redick's freaking out.
Yeah, JJ Redick's going nuts. The team's not good. I mean, what did we expect?
It's the same team. It's the same.
You wasted a fucking draft pick on this fucking kid, bro, just because of who his father is. Do you think, honestly, does anybody think that would have happened back in the day if that was Jordan? Does anybody think that would have happened? You think?
No.
Yeah, with Jordan, yeah. I mean,
So you think if Jordan had a kid, they would have put him in the NBA?
No,
with
because
him?
Jordan wouldn't have done that.
I don't think so either.
Jordan would have never done that. No way. No way.
I don't think Jordan would have pushed for it like LeBron has, but I think a team still would have drafted him. I don't think
he would have wanted to been like on the same team and shit.
Yeah, I don't think
Jordan didn't care about anyone.
The Bulls, you know what I mean? His team or Charlotte or whoever he was with.
Right. I just said the same thing. Jordan said, "Fuck them kids." Jordan didn't give a fuck about kids. He didn't even give a shit about that. Yeah, Jordan didn't give it at all. Jordan's kid's fucking Scottie Pippen's wife. You know, you think Jordan give a fuck about anything or anyone? Jordan's the one who's most famous for saying Republicans buy sneakers too, when they fucking wanted him to fucking endorse the Rodney King shit and all that. Jordan didn't give a fuck about anything. There's no way. Jordan got his own father killed because of his gambling debts. He didn't give a fuck about anything. Jordan would have been like, "Fuck that kid. Let him work his ass off like I have."
I believe so too.
He would have told him he's got to work his way up like I did. I'm not fucking letting him in here. 100% no.
The Jets again. Another kicker. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. Just pulling people off the street. Oh, hey, yeah. Trevor, you can make
Trevor hits that field goal. He might.
Trevor, Uncle Danny still wants you to kick it, but you want to go out there, Trevor? They're signing people. So
yeah, that's a great point.
Well, maybe you should,
Brian Healy with the mic drop. Jordan's kid, Anthony Edwards, is already in the league. Fact, and Jimmy Butler. Jordan's two kids are already in the league.
Jordan's got like 8. He's got a
Jordan's kids are already in the league. Good
Jordan's got a whole squad out there.
Yeah.
You know he was banging a bunch of bitches.
Text Howie, let him know we're about to get into some college talk.
I did. Here. He didn't answer.
All right. Let's go to NBA first. What's the slate look like for NBA today?
We got a full slate.
Pretty big slate, right?
Yeah, yesterday there was only 3 games. Nothing really to talk about.
One more thing. One more news. New York sports books broke a record. $2.3 billion was taken in October, a record for any state in any month in the history of sports gambling. New York State, $2.3 billion in October.
And we saw some of the more fixed games we've ever seen in our entire lives over the last month.
And New York
New
York and New Jersey are the most fucking corrupt states in the fucking country.
It's awesome. I love living in the corruptness.
2.3
living in the sewer. All right, so let's go to the NBA tonight, guys. What are you guys looking at?
There's a full slate. The 2 featured games are on ESPN tonight. Suns Mavericks and Lakers 76ers. We all know what the 76ers don't have any of their players, so that's going to be fun for the.
I'll tell you what, that Laker line looks a little fishy. That thing opened at 8.5. It's down to 7 with 90% of the public on the Lakers. A little interesting. The Clippers line is another one that's moving in the opposite direction with 90%. Cavs line is moving. Cavs line is up on some books. So it's really the 2 crazy line movements seem to be. See if there's another one. No, Magic line's moving properly. Yeah, the Clippers and the Lakers, both those lines very interesting. 90% of the public on the LA teams, and both LA teams are heading away from the number. So keep your eye on those. Be careful with those 2 games late at night tonight. Go on, Huff.
We got the Knicks playing the shitty Bucks. Great matchup for Brunson tonight.
They just go out and roll them right now, right?
Yeah, well, especially Brunson. Like, this is the game for Brunson to just go off because they have no one to guard him. He could go for 45, 50 tonight. I'm laddering it up to 40. If you want to go up to 45, you can. In the first ESPN game, I kind of am leaning towards the Suns. Small lean. Not sure yet, though, against the Mavericks.
Bill, what are you looking at?
Right now I'm leaning Warriors. I like the Warriors. They won the other day on the road. They beat the Celtics.
That's one of the ones.
But
Bill,
you got to
by
be
the
careful
way,
there, though, because all right, Draymond Green's is questionable, right?
Always on the lineups, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other thing is too, like they beat Boston. Boston's not fully healthy right now, and the Cavs are, and they have that inside presence that Boston doesn't have right now.
I think this might be the Cavs' first loss tonight, though.
I kind of agree, but
if everybody's playing, I'm gonna go Warriors.
That's Bill. That's one of the lines I was saying that looks a little fishy for the Warriors. Cavs started at -4. Lines down at 3.5 at a couple books. I think ESPN Bet and MGM and a couple others down to 4 at Caesars. Still holding at 4.5 on DraftKings, on FanDuel, down to 4 on DraftKings, and 80% of the money, public money, is on the Cavs. So that does look like a mathematical Warriors play there.
Yeah. As of right now, I'm on the Warriors. I like the +4. So I'm gonna see what the lineups are later. And I'm also like the Knicks. Knicks will be in my parlay as a parlay piece tonight. But prayer props, I have to wait because everything's been so insane lately and the lineups don't come out until fucking 15 minutes before. And starting Monday, I will be back to first baskets again because now we have enough data for this season. And we'll be back Monday on first baskets.
Let me show you guys a little trick here.
I like Steph in that game. Someone said in the chat, yeah, Steph should have a good game tonight.
I took Steph the other day, laddered up. He had like 3 shots in the first half, and then he dropped like fucking 20-something in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
So I like his points over, but on a ladder, I'm probably going to stay.
Yeah, I wouldn't ladder him. I would just their rotations this year are weird. Like you can't really ladder their players right now the way they're playing.
Listen, I'm going to show you guys something that I showed Bill this morning. I hope this is clear and you can see it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. If you go to your app, go to your FanDuel app right now, everyone. Go to your FanDuel app. Just go pull it up. This is crazy. Like how this has been here and none of us knew it. And Zab, this is important for football too. So everyone watching too, go to your FanDuel app. Pull up the Hawks-Pistons game.
You have to log in?
No, you don't have to log in. Just whatever. Just click more wagers. Right, and then go to player points, all right, for Hawks Pistons. See Jalen Johnson's the top one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you see his name, click on his name now. Click on Jalen Johnson's name. Look what comes up.
His season averages?
Everything. Rebounds, last 5 games, points, rebounds, assists, threes. Like all the stats are right there. Did you know that existed?
No.
Yeah,
it's only on the app. Not on the computer.
So you could literally pull up, and this is for NFL and for all of them. So I don't know why there's not a hyperlink. I don't know why there's no promotion of it. You literally just click on any player's name, and it shows you his stats for the last 5 games.
Did you find that? Did you just fat finger it?
I saw some kid on fucking Twitter posted something about it.
Yeah,
What's up?
I saw the same thing there.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? So I'd like to give the kid credit. I don't know where the tweet went. I just saw it and tried it. And I'm like, has this fucking been here the whole time? Like we're going back and forth from site to site. You could just click on the names and see.
Maybe that's how they cheat. Maybe that's how they know and they cheat. They fucking hide it on the back end, back door.
I mean, I don't understand how that's been there and you didn't promote it. This is like an awesome feature.
It's the best feature.
Like, how much time is this going to save you, Bill, when you're looking at like, oh, how's this guy done the last few games?
Well, I was just looking at taking De'Aaron Fox on the ladder tonight, and then I went to click on it on the computer, but it doesn't work. So
yeah, it even shows their like current number.
Yeah,
like 26.5, and then how many times they've gone above it or below it. Like, how's that not? How did I not know that was there?
I'm going with De'Aaron Fox. His player points for tonight, where is he? Is 22.5. And it says that his season average is 23.5. He's gone over 22.5, 3 out of the last 5 games. So I will be taking him over 22.5, and I'm going to ladder him 25 and 30 tonight.
Okay. So that's it. De'Aaron Fox. All right. Let me just do this. Anything else in the NBA here? Anything else in the chat?
No, that's pretty much it for that.
All right.
That's it.
All right. All right. Let's move over to hockey.
Got D-Max plays.
All right. Don't tell me yet. I like to do it this
Fucking
way.
Rangers lost last night.
I mean,
They
dude,
got their asses kicked.
yesterday the Canucks
Yeah, that
won.
wasn't even a loss.
Yeah, that's an asshole.
That was
Yeah.
fucking
Ass whooping.
That line looked weird.
They just
on
didn't
the
even.
Yeah,
Hold on.
They didn't try it.
Hoffman,
Well,
Howie said he doesn't have the link.
I texted it to him.
They didn't try in that game at all.
Did you text on the Stay Cashin thread?
I texted him the one that we're on right now. Dude, do you need me to do it again?
Okay. Yeah, do it again. Text it to Howie. So last night for hockey, Bill, I went 2-1 again in hockey last night, right? Won the Utah Soakers plus 100. Won
What
the
is
Canucks.
Kenny Jetter's even talking about? I don't even know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
He doesn't like you.
I don't
He
know.
just
What is
keeps
he
telling you to shut
talking
up.
about?
He doesn't like you. Bill, again, 2-1 in hockey. Guess what happened in my one loss?
I know.
You lost by one.
When?
You lost in overtime.
In overtime.
Yeah, every time. Every fucking time. Dude, if a game of mine goes to overtime, just get out. Just get out. I think I'm 1 in 100 on overtime. I do not have bad hockey losses. My teams do not ever lose 5-2. It's either a win or it's an overtime loss on a dog. The overtime in hockey is where dogs go to die.
Got Howie here.
So the Flames actually had a great comeback too. Flames were down 3-1, came all the way back, tied the game, and then lost in overtime. So 2-1 again in hockey last night. We'll get to that in a second. There's only 4 hockey games, so we can bang through this quick before we get to Howie. I am on the Kraken, plus 120. And let me see if I have another. I had another play this morning. Small lean on the Red Wings on the puck line. Excuse me. Small lean. Let me just see if that's still active. Yeah, I mean, not as strong as it was earlier this morning, but a decent lean. But I do like the Kraken today, plus 120. What's D-Rock on?
He's on the Capitals 60-minute line, minus 105. And then he's got a player prop, Carlson for the Vegas Knights. 1 point, minus 105. So they record a point.
I do like the Capitals. I think the Capitals should storm tonight. Capitals are something I think I'm putting in with the play me and Howie love tonight in college basketball. So I do like the Capitals on a money line. You're going to have to lay about 180 there if you go 60-minute line. Probably only going to have to lay, 130 or something?
I think there's someone against you in that game.
What's that?
In that college game. He's next to you on your the other side.
Here? Howie?
No, Bill.
Bill? Bill's gonna be wrong on this one. Howie, it looks like it's me and you versus Bill in a Kansas game tonight. I just found it out.
Hey, man. We'll see.
I like our odds.
That's it, Howie. We'll see. That's right.
I
like our odds, Howie.
Yeah, I think it could get ugly.
Yeah. So what do we tell you? Let's talk about this game. Obviously, we talked about this yesterday a little bit. First kind of big kickoff game of the college basketball season. We had Gonzaga, Baylor, and some others, but UNC, Kansas, Friday night, light sports night. Everyone's going to be tuned in. Rock chalk. Me and you seem to both think Kansas is just going to roll them.
Yeah, that's one of the top 5 hardest places in the country to play. And I saw the North Carolina game against Elon.
Not Musk.
They're weak at some positions, man. I mean, they don't have the shooters they usually have. They don't have the big man in the middle. They do have a 48-year-old point guard who's been there forever, but
RJ.
He's a good player. He's a good player. I'm not gonna lie. He's a good guard, but it's the best team. If Kansas doesn't win the national championship this year, Bill Self's probably gonna get fired.
You think it's that extreme, huh?
Yeah. It's the best team they've ever had.
Yeah,
no, they're not going to win it, so that's what's going to happen.
And Duke, Hoffman.
No, it's not going to be them.
Yeah. So how we like first half -4. We like game -7.5. We like money line and all the parlays. So I'm gonna have Kansas money line leading into things tomorrow, tonight. We talked about the Capitals, so -320 there. I'm just gonna be hitting that. You could do first half game money line. Me and Howie were talking earlier this morning. We both like. I think it's -150, 160.
Yeah.
Kansas to win the first half, win the game. Obviously, playing at home there, they should get out early. Crowd should be rocking. Should be a good start, and then they never look back. So. What else do you like tonight, Howie, in college hoops? I'm not on that many things tonight.
Yeah, 6:00. I like an underdog. I like Boston College +11 at VCU. I really like Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
They got some decent freshmen. I mean, they struggled against the Citadel, but they beat them. They didn't shoot well, missed a lot of shots. But VCU always starts off slow, always, every year. And they don't start kicking it till late December, January. So I think it could be a close game.
All right. So you like BC? You think they got a chance to pull out the dub there? I don't have anything on it. I'm just going to tell you.
I'll sprinkle a little on that money line. It's plus 450.
Okay. All right, a little bit of the money line there. Let me just go here. All right, I don't hate that. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, I mean, I had a small play on Pacific. I got to see where these lines end up moving. Not much. I'm probably only going to have about 2 plays in college basketball tonight. Kansas is going to be the one I just load in on, but not really loving. Is there anything else you like tonight?
I mean, there's a couple games. You got Georgia Southern, who played great their first game, but they got to go to UNC Wilmington. This is a loaded UNC Wilmington team. This is a team that could possibly make the dance. They're -6 at home, and I can see them winning this game by 10 or 15.
All right. What do you think of this Marquette team this year and game versus George Mason here?
Marquette's got a couple of good players. I mean, they lost a lot off of last year.
Yeah, they lost a lot.
They got a couple decent players back. One real good player, the forward. So I don't know. That Marquette's a team I'm going to sit back and watch and see.
Yeah, I don't have any lean on this. I'm thinking I want to be down on them a little bit this year after, Kolek and all the guys that are gone. And I kind of like George Mason as a team. I think I may end up taking the points here. I may take the 12.5 here with George Mason. But I just think that might be a little hefty for a team. I wanted to see if you had a strong feel on them one way or the other, because I don't. I'm not like a big believer in this Marquette team this year right now. So
no, not yet. I mean, they
12.5 from a good George Mason team. I think I may be going there.
Another one. Look at Yale. Yale's playing at Illinois, Chicago. Yale lost everything from last year. Everything. They're the whole team's rebooted, and they play Illinois, Chicago. Who actually has a few decent players. And their line is Illinois, Chicago 6 at home. I like the underdog.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Villanova, I think, should come out and just fucking stomp. I mean, that was just a terrible, disgraceful loss.
Wow.
I mean, if they don't come out and fucking curb stomp the New Jersey Institute of Technology tonight.
I don't know.
By more than 23 and a half. I mean, listen, I have to do it just on a pure momentum. They got it. But they didn't even look good in their first game.
But you got to remember something. New Jersey, look, I'm going to say this right now. Let me see. What's the money line on this? Because
don't even do it. No. Don't do this to me. No. Don't do this to me.
How he's going to load into that.
Don't do this to me.
New Jersey Institute of Technology opened up with a Penn, University of Pennsylvania team that was supposed to be decent.
Right.
Supposed to be decent. And they beat them.
Yeah.
They have some studs on this team.
I think they lost that game, right? By like 1 though. I think it was like they were beating them bad. They were up like 16 in the second half. Yeah.
They lost by 1. So you look at this right now, and Penn's supposed to be decent. So listen, you can take New Jersey Institute of Technology, and we got to admit, Villanova definitely has problems.
Yeah, they do.
They're plus 1,600, Tommy. I mean,
it sounds like.
Listen, I'll tell you this, Howie. I think we're going Villanova to win by 30 or NJIT to win outright. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's not. I don't think this is gonna be a 12-point game. Either Nova comes out and just tries to lay the whoop on them, and Dixon comes out and drops 30, or this Villanova team is fucked. But I've not made a bet on this yet. I think I'm going to have to take Nova in this. The line's moved up from 21.5, 23.5. So it's getting steamed a little bit. But don't take it, Howie. Don't take my alma mater out that early.
I watched that Columbia game, and that was just a beatdown.
Sounds like the school from Accepted. Fucking South Harmon.
I'm on Ole Miss and Cincinnati tonight. Both of them. Love them. I think they both win by 30 plus.
Love them.
Everybody's been jumping on this bandwagon going against these HBCU colleges. And
you're on the Trump train here. You're just going.
It's been working. I mean, so
he's gonna fucking
took them the other night.
The HBCUs, Bill.
Took them the other night. Both won. Riding them both tonight. Ole Miss and Cincinnati both win by 30.
You gonna take the minus 34 with Duke tonight, Bill?
No, just Ole Miss and Cincinnati.
Howie, tomorrow, I mean, listen, this is frustrating. It's good for us because we don't have to give out a lot of plays, but it's so hard to get lines on these games.
Well, first of all, Bill, Morehead State is not an HBCU. That's not an HBCU.
They're up there.
There's a lot of black people there.
Bill, Morehead State.
I think that's the whitest school in America.
It's the whitest school in Kentucky.
I was talking about Ole Miss. But I'm on Cincinnati also.
Yeah, Morehead State is that's remember that coach, what was his name? Dick
We apologize, Morehead State. We apologize.
we want Morehead.
Morehead.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss kills Grambling tonight.
All right. So Bills.
Now that is an HBCU.
Definitely.
Wait, what do you like for tomorrow? Obviously, we only got like 3 lines out on the whole fucking board. What are we thinking here?
Oh, tomorrow. I mean, the game that I love tomorrow, and I'll absolutely load it, is I'll take Houston. Tomorrow. You have the 2 most honest coaches in the history of college basketball going up against each other: Bruce Pearl and Kelvin Sampson. I mean, basically, you have the 2 most crooked. At least I respect
scum.
I respect one of the crooked coaches. Kelvin Sampson is an OG, just fucking mobbed up. A real dude. He's a real dude. I mean, that guy got busted cheating. He got busted cheating and was like, fuck it. Yeah, you're right. I did. Right. So what? And they booted him out of Indiana. Bruce Pearl just ratted out everybody around.
Bruce Pearl's a rat.
He is. Yeah. He's a fucking rat.
He's a fucking rat.
And tomorrow you got Auburn, who, everybody thinks is the greatest team they've ever had there. And they got to go to Houston. And I think Houston, with, that whole lineup of 6'3", 6'4" guy, beats the shit out of them. I think they just beat their ass.
Yeah, if I was going away, I'm definitely going Houston. I haven't gotten that deep into the analysis on it yet, but there is an upset I'm calling tomorrow. I don't know what the line is yet. I don't know if there's a line out for it. I'm assuming there'll be a dog. I hope they're not. That would make it better. I think Louisville knocks off Tennessee tomorrow.
It's not. That line is only 1.5. Louisville
is it really?
Yeah, plus 1.5.
Oh, wow. I like it even more. I like it. I know. Louisville's a good team, man. They go deep, too. I think they're going to end the season with like 6 guys and end in double digits.
Oh, they got good players. It's not like they got good players.
Wow. That line. I thought that line was going to be like 4 or 5.
It's almost a pick 'em. It's almost a pick 'em.
I like that even better then. That means it's a trap bet, too, on the Tennessee side. So, yeah, I like Yeah, I think everyone's going to be on Tennessee. So, I like Louisville. The only other game with a spread, you're all right. It is 1 on that. There's only 3 games at lines out that I'm seeing right now. The other one is... Where is it? Baylor. Baylor -1, moved to -2.5 already. Looks like Baylor's getting steamed coming off that loss to Gonzaga. I guess a lot of people think they're going to be coming back. What do you think of this game?
I mean, I'll tell you what, Arkansas did not look good in their opening game, and you saw how pissed Calipari was. He was just pissed. They didn't look good. They won easily, but Arkansas is going to have, I don't know, I think they're going to have trouble at Baylor tomorrow. I do. Arkansas's got, both these teams. This is what I talk about, and I just put out a 30-minute video on YouTube, and basically talking about this. These teams have no chemistry, none of them, and it's going to take 2 months.
Yep.
You can't take 10 new kids, Arkansas, 12 new kids, Baylor, 8 new kids. You can't take them and then in 3 weeks say, look at our talent, we're nasty.
Right.
Arkansas looked like shit, and they have great guards. They looked terrible the first game. You saw how good Baylor looked. Baylor couldn't even bring the ball up past half court.
No, they sucked.
I mean, that game was over before it started.
And what's the difference? Look at Gonzaga. What, they have 4 of those kids played last year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference. When you go to a non-football school like a Gonzaga, and that's all you're focused on, and your one sport is hoops, that's like night and day. Gonzaga's been the most successful program in the past 30 years not to win a national championship.
Yep.
So
I mean, you like this dude, Howie, seniors early in the year, teams that have been together early in the year. The first month, that's where the edge is. Take the teams that have played together. Take the team that didn't just lose half their fucking starting 5, because it is going to take, especially with these big coaches. A lot of people like to bet coaches. We love to bet coaches late in the season. Like,
I do.
Late in the season. Early in the season, these coaches are playing with shit, right? The Caliparis and the big coaches are testing everything out in the first few games. They don't give a fuck about these games early on. They're just trying to find out who their team is. So, that's more of a mid-season to late in the season thing where you just play coaches.
Yeah, like Shire didn't even know he was starting the first game until like 10 minutes before.
Yeah, and then it'll change next game. Yeah, like they got to just keep playing with shit because they know at the end of the year these games don't really matter that much. Let's move over to college football there, Howie. We got 4 games tonight. We were talking about it a little bit earlier. Excuse me. I like San Diego State a little bit.
Yeah.
On the money line here, -126. I think you're on the same side with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, New Mexico's terrible.
New Mexico's a bad team.
Yeah, I think they pull the W. I'll take a money line. I mean, Rice, Memphis, both teams been playing. I mean, Rice won one big one last week. Memphis hasn't been playing well. But I do like, here's the thing. How shady is this? Every game that I bet this year where it was 7 and a hook and I bought a point and went 6 and a hook is covered.
Right.
Like Memphis will win by that game by a touchdown. They'll win by 7.
Dude, buying a point this year for us has been pretty fucking profitable. There's been a lot of games where we've caught because of that hook. 100%.
You have to.
Yeah.
You know, California -7 against Wake Forest. I'll buy the hook there and get them down to 6.5.
You know what I'm doing with that? I'm actually taking Cal -285, and I'm just pairing that with Kansas.
Yeah.
I'm just taking both them on the money line, and that's probably going to be one of my bigger bets of the night. I like Cal tonight too.
Yeah.
In this spot. So, I mean, I think right now, just stay away from it. You get Kansas money line, Cal money line, it's like -127. So that's probably what I'm going to do with that. What about this weekend? Obviously, I don't think it's as great a weekend. I mean, you got some fun games, right? Georgia-Ole Miss should be interesting. Clemson, Virginia Tech's always going to be interesting. We want to see if Bryson Daly plays for Army. But outside of that, it's kind of a lot of mismatches this weekend. And then you got the LSU-Alabama game, which everyone's going to be focusing on, which is at the same time as Washington, Penn State, and Nevada, Boise, a bunch of other games. So they got kind of a few games I really want to watch right there at the same window.
The information I need, and I don't know if Bryson Daly's playing. They say he may play.
I don't know if he's gonna.
I don't either. But and you see how low that line is now?
It's crazy. It's like 4.
It's 3.
Is it 3 now?
Yeah, it was. I just looked. It was 3. So that
means he's not playing.
You wouldn't think so, but you don't know. You don't know. You know how that works.
Dude, Howie, it's 2.5 on Parks and FanDuel.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, he's not playing. There's no way he's playing.
You wouldn't think so, but
no way.
the other game that really the game that piques my interest more than anything is if this quarterback Haynes King, if he's healthy and he plays for Georgia Tech Saturday, they could give Miami a game.
That's what me and Numbers were talking about yesterday, Hoffman, in the chat. The Georgia Tech plus 10.5 looks like kind of stealing.
I mean, if he's playing, he's got to play, though. But if that kid is semi-healthy and he plays Miami, I mean, Miami's defense is not great. They give up points.
No, their secondary is horrible.
Yeah, and this kid can play.
And this line, I mean, it's looking like he is going to play, Howie. This line opened at 14.5. It's down to 11. 85% of the public's on Miami. We seem to be the only, you and Numbers last night seem to be the only 3 people talking.
10.5. I'm looking at 10.5 right now.
Yeah, you got 11. You got 11 sitting out there.
I'm on both teams to score in each quarter in that game because I think Miami's defense sucks. Plus 440 for both teams to score in each quarter. I think is
both teams to score in every quarter.
Yep, plus 440.
That's aggressive.
I mean, I mean, I see it happening.
Yeah,
60-something point spread.
Yeah, because Bill's got a point because the over-under these teams score, and neither team has a great defense.
Yeah.
So, and if this kid Haynes King scores, he's going to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Dude, here's the thing, Bill. What I want to bet on this is I want to bet on passing touchdown each quarter. There will be a passing touchdown in each quarter, regardless of who. Can you find that number?
No, I don't have that.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get it closer to game time. Howie, guys, if you're going to bet Georgia Tech right now, 11.5 on MGM. 11.5 on Georgia
That's the best I've seen.
And that's a big number, that 11.5, because that gets you, teams try to get within 11 for the 2-point conversion and the field goal. So Georgia Tech plus 11.5 plus 325 on the money line. We're on the same side there. Bill, you're on Ole Miss, right?
Oh, I love
Going against them dogs.
I think Georgia. Yeah.
Can I bet that dog?
I think Georgia loses this week.
Has anyone ever seen that video?
Possible.
Zab, have you seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Can I pet that dog?
I bet the dog.
Can I pet that dog? I want to pet that dog. Now we haven't seen that video.
Big black bear.
Georgia, you gotta go. You gotta go on the, guys. Everyone needs to go on the internet. Maddie actually is the one who showed it to me. Go on the internet and search, "Can I pet that dog?" There's a little girl in a fucking deck, and there's a black bear coming at her, and she's like, "Can I pet that dog?
Oh,
can I pet that dog?"
Oh,
you will die. You will die. Can I pet that dog? Go on, Howie.
Yeah, I mean, there's what there is tomorrow is there's some money making games. It really is. I'll tell you one. Ohio State may win 65-0 against.
Oh, we're on the other side. All right.
Dude, okay, yeah. I mean, my thing is at least the first half. I'll take the first half.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I was thinking about I'm thinking ahead to the Indiana game.
No, I like Ohio State.
No. Ohio State, Purdue. Yeah, Ohio State probably.
Yeah, I do like.
Yeah,
it.
no, I thought we were on Ohio State, Indiana. Me and Bill were arguing about it.
No, and of course I'll take Indiana over Michigan because you can't bet against Indiana.
Yeah, that's what I mixed up Michigan and Ohio State. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Dude, fucking the Indiana, Michigan. They made that line 14.5 and opened at 10.5. I should have jumped it right out the gate. That's going to be a perfect kind of teaser line, right there. But going back to the Georgia thing, how you think Ole Miss does win that game?
I don't like that side at all. I mean, if anything in that game, I'd probably lean under because, Georgia has a decent defense and Kentucky shut Ole Miss down at Ole Miss.
I just hate, listen, the line screams Ole Miss.
It does, yeah.
But I just can't do it with Ole Miss. They're like one of those teams that I cross out because of the fucking coaching stupidity that's
right.
going to take place.
That's right. Georgia could win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, fucking Georgia's just going to stay in this game. It's going to be like 9-7 in the third quarter. Ole Miss will go up like fucking 12-7, and then fucking something retarded's going to happen, and Georgia's going to win the game by fucking 10.
Yeah.
It is, dude, the line's dropped 4 points with 84% of the public on Georgia. So
that's wild.
It's under the 3 now, which is big. So they're baiting Georgia money heavy.
Mississippi could win.
Listen, it's a live bet, right? The Georgia, how many times this year have we just waited on Georgia to be down in the fourth quarter and then bet them?
Yeah.
If you want to bet Georgia, just wait.
Right.
They're going to be down, I think, at some point in this game based on the line, and then we'll see if Kiffin fucks it up. What about this Clemson-Virginia Tech game?
I mean, they're still talking about Clemson having a chance to get in. I don't think they do.
No.
I would, I don't know. I think Clemson's got some problems. I think they have a few injuries. Virginia Tech coming off that horrible loss to Syracuse, which I had Syracuse. I can see Virginia Tech winning this game. Mm-hmm. Clemson has not been playing well lately.
No, they started off like a fucking bat out of hell. They got boat raced right out the gate, and then they just started mollywhopping teams, and now they just fell apart.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. The one game. Here's another game that you got to look at. Florida State plays Notre Dame. Notre Dame will win that game by 50 because Florida State's the worst team I've ever seen in my life.
Every week.
Oh,
Notre Dame plays such a weak. I mean, Notre Dame. This is a team they'll beat up on and be proud of it.
And everyone will be talking about it.
Yes.
But it's. I mean, listen. I mollywhopped last week against Florida State again. I just keep fucking going. Whatever that kid in the chat was last week.
Oh, God. He was saying,
he was fucking trying to kill me. This is the week. I'll never see him again. This is the week for Florida State. There is no week for Florida State.
No, it hasn't been a week for Florida State ever. They lost to Duke. They never lost to Duke.
They're done. They're going to get fucking killed.
This isn't basketball either.
They gave up. They don't even want to play.
They quit. They quit after loss 3.
You said
They quit. They quit. Washington, though, I listen. I know Washington matches up much better against a USC than it does against a Penn State, right? I had Washington on the money line versus USC. I'm taking them on the money line again. I do not believe in this Penn State team.
No.
I've been saying it forever. I've been on this Washington team nonstop. I mean, I've been betting Washington the whole entire time. Bet them against Michigan when they got us the big win against Michigan there. Obviously, the Iowa game, I didn't touch them, thank God, because they got killed. But I think Washington make game of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
14.5 is way too many.
I would love to see him knock Penn State right out of the playoff. I mean, because they don't play anyone yet. This is their last decent team they play.
Yeah, which is part of the problem that the refs are probably going to go make sure Penn State wins the game.
They'll try, like USC. Yeah.
Anything else here before we get out of this segment here?
I mean, no, that's we got to stack it. It's a good weekend. I think it's a money-making weekend. The game that scares the shit out of me this weekend, and I've been betting them every week, and I think they're 7-1 against the spread this year. It's BYU. But they got to go to Utah.
Scary. That's
and it's
scary.
That's a rivalry game, man.
Soaker versus soaker.
Yeah. They're super soaker
There's
game.
There's going to be so much soaking.
It's a Super Soaker Bowl. Right? Yeah.
What about the LSU game? Do you have a lead on that one? Either of you?
I'll tell you what. Saturday night, if you look at LSU when they're like a slight favorite or dog at home, they cover most of the time. It's tough. It's hard to play in LSU on a Saturday night. It's in Alabama. You've seen them; they got major issues.
Yeah,
they got.
I feel like LSU's going to win.
I can see LSU winning that game.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But BYU, the one thing I'm thinking here, yes, that is a scary line. 97% of the public is on BYU. BYU has bucked the line movement a lot this year. There's been a lot of times where it looks like this is the trap game for BYU, and they
blow them out.
And blow them out. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to wait on some injury news. I'm gonna look at it closer to see what's soaking over there. But I haven't made a final decision on that. But I'll just tell you this: there's gonna be a lot of people just sitting like this at the end of that game and just holding it.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at fucking BYU. They've covered every game but Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
And Utah hasn't. Utah's 0 for 4 against the spread their last. No, Utah. Look at this shit. Utah is. Out of their last 7 games, Utah's covered once.
Yeah,
covered once.
This is.
But when you toss in that fucking freaky ass Mormon soaking shit, you just don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't know. I mean, is this really? I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up on BYU.
You're gonna have
you're betting BYU. You know it.
I'm probably gonna end up.
You're gonna have 18,000 male Mormons just fucking in the stands, just banging pillows.
There's gonna be semen coming out of their eyes in that place.
God.
Crying
it's going to be a weird situation, man. Yeah.
It'll be uncomfortable. All right, how we doing? Appreciate you, brother.
All right, guys.
All right, talk to you later. All right. Where are we going next? NFL?
Yeah, that's about it. That's the last thing.
Bill, any other college for you there?
I got 2 tonight, but I'm only giving it out to the subs.
All right, cool. All right. Zab, give us a rundown on injuries to watch out for in the NFL.
We all know Dak's out. We've been talking about it. Trevor Lawrence is trending towards being out.
I think he is out.
I've been seeing. I thought I saw that too. Someone in chat said that they said he was a limited participant. I didn't see that anywhere yet. I think there's talk. So he goes to IR.
Yeah, he's unlikely to play.
Yeah, it's shoulder surgery is what I'm seeing for him. They're just going to shut him down the rest of the season, get his shoulder right. So you're going to get Mac Jones there this weekend. That line has moved, I think, 3 points since that news. So that's not good for them. Levis is questionable. We'll be back with a shoulder injury. He's just as bad as Mason Rudolph, so it doesn't matter.
Rudolph's actually better.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Actually, Levis being back is going to open more opportunities for sacks. So I'm sure me and Madonna will be on a bunch of sack props for that game.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Baker Mayfield, I got the list here. Baker Mayfield returned to practice. So that's a good one there. Baker Mayfield back at practice. I was a little worried he was going to miss this week.
Tommy's talking without even moving.
I was going to say, he hasn't moved an inch.
Tommy's frozen, but we can hear him.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. The big one to watch this weekend is CMC. He's been a limited participant in practice, has been practicing. I think he plays this week. I think if he does play, he's probably going to be around that 15 to 20 touch range.
They said he had no pain.
No pain.
No pain whatsoever.
So
he's already minus 240 to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I think you just toss that with San Fran to money line and get it down. I don't know what their money line prop is right now, but I'll just put those together. I think CMC gets in the box. The biggest problem for San Fran has been their red zone converting. CMC is going to boost that number straight up. That's where he does a ton of work. He was phenomenal last year in that role. He's going to come back and he's going to get the ball, especially in the red zone in those high target areas. So give me everything CMC. He's going to be catching the ball too out of the backfield. Tampa Bay bleeds receptions to the running back. Jordan Mason is highly questionable with a shoulder injury. He's been re-aggravating that injury for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I think they could just sit him down and be CMC and Garendo this weekend. So
yeah, I don't think Mason plays much at all with that injury. There's really no need to put him out there. I think I don't even think he gets in the game. To tell you the truth, if CMC is going to play and he can do 50%, just bring in that other guy and Mason on the bench. And I think that's what they're leaning to.
Yeah, I agree. Another one is Nico Collins. He go up to they opened the 21-day practice window for him today. A reporter asked him earlier how he's doing and everything, and he said, quote, he's ready to go, and he's passed all the tests. So if Nico's back in, that's going to be a fun game this weekend. I'm going to be all over those Nico props because they don't have a choice but to go to him. So I think they put him on IR because they didn't think they really needed him in that 4-game stretch. They thought they'd be all right.
Well, they did.
And then Diggs went down, and Tank Dell really was still trying to get back. Joe Mixon was out. So I think if Nico does come back, he's a full go. So I'll be all over Nico Collins. They play Sunday night. So, but yep, that's the big injury news. But that you got a 9:30 kickoff in Germany.
There's not even a reason to wake up for that.
I think there's some good props in that game, though.
I will not be watching that game. I mean, I think that game is fucking dog shit. The Giants are so bad.
I think the Giants
Carolina is so bad. I mean,
yeah, but the Panthers are worse.
You gonna be hitting the snooze button, Bill?
Oh, definitely not. Turn that game on 1 minute. 1 minute. They're not even getting me to watch that.
I love that game. I love Neighbors. I love Tracy. Brian Burns sack. Revenge game for him going back. Yeah, I already put on all 3 of those for the subs. So
I like our big.
Tracy would be the only one I do. The rest of them can go shit.
We got our big bet. My thing's gonna be all fucked up. I kicked the cord out. I'm not even bothered with it. We got our big thing this week, Bill. Jets, Cardinals.
Yeah. Jets with another kicker. That team stinks.
Fuck the kicker. We don't need a kicker.
Cardinals are fucking awesome, and the Jets are bad.
Jets. All in Jets. All in Jets. Love the Jets this week. Love the Rams this week also.
Yeah.
What else you guys like?
I like the Rams. I don't know who I'm gonna make my decision on that Jets Cardinals game soon. I was dead wrong on the Cardinals this year.
I'm on the Chiefs. Chiefs will be in a parlay. I don't think they lose to Denver.
No, they're not losing to Denver.
I kind of like the Commanders too at home over Pittsburgh.
I'm not betting against the Steelers.
Steelers dominate rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not betting.
It's like a thing, like a big thing.
Yeah, I still like the Commanders. Probably going to be on them. The Chiefs.
What's the Titans team total? I don't feel like they're not going to score like 10 points in this game. They might get 3.
I just basically just take that game, cross it directly off. That's
Khalil Mack sack. That's the only thing I like in that game. Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
I think Saquon Barkley runs all over the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's good.
Just fucking destroys
the
them.
big thing, the prop game, I think, which
Saquon. I'm going to
go on.
parlay with Saquon and CMC. I mean, I just think those two to score a touchdown is free money.
I'm scared to jump on guys first game. Didn't you learn your lesson, Keaton Mitchell, yesterday? First game back.
No, CMC.
Tell me that's
the one.
Christian.
Yeah. How do you know which Christian McCaffrey's going to play?
They need him in the red zone, though. I think he's going to play a majority of his snaps in the red zone.
Listen,
and Mason's hurt. Who else are they going to use?
Guardado or whatever the fuck his name was.
Ran whole game?
Yards.
Nah.
No, CMC's going to play. I'm just saying, you're getting probably full CMC odds at 50% CMC usage.
I just want him to score a touchdown. I'm not betting his yards.
He's minus like 270 to score a touchdown.
That's what I said. Him and Saquon, free money.
Listen, I like this Colts Bills game for props. I think there's a lot of opportunity here.
Let me guess who your favorite play of that game is.
Downs
and Shakir.
Yep, Downs and Shakir. I love them both.
Shakir and Downs, yeah. Obviously, Keon Coleman done. So we're looking at Shakir's show here. I love Shakir. I love Downs. I love Josh Allen 2+ passing touchdowns. I even like Flacco 2+ passing touchdowns. I think it's a little bounce back game for Flacco here playing at home. Everyone buried him last week. The guy's been amazing for 2 years. All of a sudden he has a bad game against a great defense, and the fucking everyone's like, do we go back to A-Rich? No. Flacco's still the same guy. He's going to be fine. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity, a lot of propertunity in that game. But my biggest...
Kirk Cousins 2 passing touchdowns is free money also.
Yeah.
That might be in my parlay also. I mean, he's just been on fire. He's settling in. The Saints are fucking dog shit.
Yeah. That whole secondary is injured for the Saints too. And they're decent against the run. They got their middle linebacker, Pete Warner back. So
should be passing up a storm on that team.
I like that, man. Those 2 touchdown props have been working out well. Obviously, we hit it last night. You could have probably fucking gone up to 3 or 4 with fucking Burrow and Lamar. The 2 passing touchdowns. Team's been throwing a lot more in the red zone this year. It's been absolutely insane. By the way, another stat me and Bill were talking about, 2-point conversions, why the Bengals shouldn't have gone for it. Teams are 31% 2-point conversions this year. 31%. It's been 40 to 55. Me and Bill got in an argument. Because I was like, no, it's like 50% always. And Bill's like, no, I feel like it's 10. And it's 30.
Wait a minute. Take the Giants out. What is it then?
What's up? Yeah, exactly. That's what I said to Bill. Keep in mind, the Giants are about 5 of those.
They're 6. They're 0 for 6.
Yeah. The Giants are about 6 of those. But I think Rodgers 2+ passing touchdowns. I think he's hit that, 4 of the last 5 games. Josh Allen's hit 2+ in 4 or 5 of the last 5.
I like Kyler 2+ in this situation too. He's thrown 1 in like the last 13.
No, he didn't get one. Like
if they're gonna score against the Jets, it's probably
he was in my builder.
And he get one 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he didn't get a passing touchdown.
I don't
love it. Keep in mind, even though he gets 1 all the time, he never gets 2. That's the thing. He gets literally like exactly 1, like all the time. So. Yeah.
Last game he had
run one in.
He had 154 yards, no touchdowns.
Marvin Harrison in that game has a great matchup. He does extremely well versus man coverage. Jets play one of the highest rates at man coverage. So I do like Harrison. Sauce Gardner hasn't been the same this year. So if I'm going to anybody,
same for the last 2
I think
years.
They just run all over the Jets.
That's the thing. That's why I worry about anything Kyler Murray.
Run.
If I see a path for Arizona, it's gashing them. Yeah, with the run, that would be the path. If I saw any path there, but and Stafford, if he's depending on who we have everyone in for what you call it. We got Cup and Puka playing, right?
Yeah.
Stafford 2+. Don't hate that either.
Cooper draws the tougher matchup out of the 2 of those guys, so I'd probably lean Puka. Another Puka game.
We'll break that. It's a Monday game, obviously, but I'm talking about like a 5-person 2+ touchdown thing where you might span into Monday on those. But all right, anything else there? We got Mike ready.
Mike, I don't know what he's doing. I sent him the link. It's on the phone now.
You gotta go, Usher.
I will say it's lining up for another Travis Kelsey week. The washed Travis Kelsey has a great matchup. So
that crowd got quiet, huh?
Go real quiet. I haven't heard from anybody about that.
Kirk Cousins is -122 for 2 touchdowns on FanDuel, and he's -150 on DraftKings. So,
wow.
Darnell Mooney has been.
Yeah, where's all the people in my chat, my YouTube chat here? You guys were very talkative about Kelsey.
One of them's coming on in 2 seconds.
Oh, the king of Kelsey being washed is coming on right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, king of Kelsey being washed. 14 catches. Pretty good for a guy.
16 targets too.
Is Drake London playing? What's Drake London doing?
Hip pointer likely to play. So I think he's in. I think he plays. I wouldn't bet the prop though this week. He's burned us on that the last 2 weeks. I'm staying away till.
I'm just worried for like the touchdowns.
Yeah. Drake Mooney's been 80 and a touchdown like the last 2 weeks. And Pitts has a great matchup inside too. So I like Mooney and Pitts in that game.
And Lattimore, where'd Lattimore go?
Washington. I don't know if he plays.
No, I'm just saying, but he's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, and their whole secondary's banged up. Adebayo's
secondary's hurt or gone.
They're gone, yeah. So you're gonna have a harder time running on them, but he should be able to pass and do whatever he wants through the air. So
yeah, I like that. Mike, we were just talking about Travis Kelsey being watched. Wanted to see if you had any input.
I think it takes 100 fucking steps to get in this joint. I got to text and get the link. Then the link comes via text. Then I got to forward the text to my email. Then I got to get the email. Then get in the
you
show.
should have told me that. I would have just emailed it to you.
Well, email is always standard best. I didn't know how to request the link there, Hoffy.
Well, I mean, it's been in there since 2:26 p.m.
No, not really. Just got it. What, did you text it earlier?
When you said right here, is there a link for today's show? And Hoffman said, yeah, here. And you said, thank you at 2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when I was beeing proactive trying to get the link, Tommy.
Well, I'm just saying you've had it for 45 minutes. So
you're calling me yesterday for fucking PIN codes and this and that.
Mike, very good pivot off that Travis Kelsey watch thing. That was good. Just shield
Yeah.
He's a bum. He's got one touchdown. He stinks.
Well, listen, I'll take 14 for 100.
All right. I mean, he's just boring. I'm just over him. I mean, I can name 5 tight ends I'd rather have over him. You?
No, listen, I'm very happy with my Travis Kelsey shares.
All right. Well, you finally get to get CMC to debut this week.
11 weeks into the season.
How about me, buddy? Jamar Chase last night.
Hey, we got Burrow. We got Burrow.
All right. Well, he's probably half as good or less than Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase did score more.
From 64 fucking points or whatever the hell it was.
Dude, in my other league, by the way, anyone who someone's Mike Trout, in my other league, if anyone, Trevor Goat is playing Z, who has who had Burrow, Chase, and Andrews. He's down 140 to nothing, and Z had 3 players play.
Oh my God.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm looking now. I mean, Chase 63. I also had Bateman, who scored me 17.
Yeah, that was a good outing by Bateman too.
I had a nice little start, and I need it there too, bro. My season's been rough.
Yeah, dude, listen, me and Bill have been without Achan and CMC basically the whole year. Fucking Achan with Tua being hurt. So
well, Kelsey's coming around. I mean, I'll give you that.
We're good.
When you coming into the big guy league, Mike? When you coming over to the Vegas side?
I got to get invited. I need a personal invite.
Invited.
Invited
you the whole fucking offseason.
After seeing
Tommy was dying for.
I was literally like panhandling on the street.
After seeing that draft board, I'm gonna run to enter the league next year. I mean, what a crazy draft board that was, especially Enzo.
And me and Tommy G were right in the right fucking.
Enzo drafted Jamal.
Don't devalue it, Hoffman. Stop saying that.
What?
He's devaluing our amazing draft because he keeps saying we were in a perfect sweet spot. No, we're just that good. We're just that good.
I mean, Enzo took Jamal Charles.
We got crushed by injuries, so
that was crazy. That draft.
Yeah. All right, Mikey. What do we got in UFC?
Well, next week, as you know, is the big daddy of all the cards. This week is not that good. We lost a bunch of fights. There's only 11 fights.
Is that what it is next week? Is that the fight we're going to?
Yeah.
That's next? I thought it was 2 weeks from now. Oh, okay. Let's go.
The 15th.
All right. No. I didn't. It's not me. You're definitely right.
Or 16th, rather. Saturday,
I keep mixing up the Notre Dame.
Tommy doesn't know when anything is.
That's the same night as the Tyson fight, too.
Oh, no way. Is it? Is it the same night? I didn't realize it's also on that 16th.
That'll be canceled.
Wow. Unless Tyson's on Friday. I don't know.
I don't know what's going to happen there. I hope Tyson knocks him out. I really do.
What day is the 15th?
That's a Friday. You were right.
I think that's Friday night then. I think the Tyson fight.
That's even better.
That would be great.
That's
all right, Mikey. What do you got?
Friday night fight.
Like I was saying, I mean, not the best card, but definitely some bets on it that I like. I'm going to save for the subs a bunch of plus money sub and prop picks I like, and also an underdog fighter for our subs. But I'm going to give our listeners here a parlay I feel pretty damn good about. I got a parlay here that on DraftKings you can get back plus 131 on, and one of them is the fight to go inside the distance on Gerald Mearshart against the debutante of Rainier Day Ritter.
Desmond Ritter?
Not to be mistaken with Desmond Ritter.
Mike, hold on. You will refer to him as starting quarterback in the NFL, Desmond Ritter.
That broken fucking suitcase that he is. He's the worst.
Las Vegas Ritters.
Oh, he's terrible. I mean, I'll give you Kelsey coming back, but I'm not giving you Ritter yet.
Oh, wait till Zach Wilson comes back, and then they're all back.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Wait till Zach Wilson gets another job somewhere, and then Tommy's people are back.
I mean, I don't know. I can't see. I'd say Zach Wilson would probably be better than Desmond Ritter.
No, of course. Zach Wilson's way better. Yeah, way better.
Well, getting back to Rainier de Ritter from the Netherlands, also known as the Dutch Knight. What a great nickname. Double champ over at 1FC, making his debut here in the UFC against Gerald Meerschaert, who we know is a submission specialist. Now, Rainier de Ritter is got very, very good grappling as well. So almost to say that they cancel out on the ground, even though I favor De Ritter. But it's so hard to ever bet against Meerschaert, especially in grappling. But Rainier de Ritter has also got big power on the feet. So you could play de Ritter inside the distance at plus 110, but I played it a little safer, and I just played the fight inside the distance. The line's only minus 165 on that. So it is even available for straight betting. But I took that fight to go inside the distance, as I don't think it sees the scorecards. And then I paired it with another debutant, Mansour Abdul Malik, not to be mistaken with Malik Willis. And I got him to win inside the distance against Dusko Todorodov, who's returning after being off a near 2-year layoff. He last fought in March of 2023. And, not really that great of a fighter. 3 wins in the UFC. All 3 opponents have washed out of the UFC. Hard to know what to expect from him here, but I think this is a show out spot here for Malik, Abdul Malik to win. 6-0, 5 wins by knockout, 1 by submission, most in the first round, very early. Big wingspan, big power, college wrestling background. I just think he gets him out of there. So the free play is going to be Abdul Malik to win inside the distance, and then the Meerschaert de Ritter fight to end inside the distance. And that takes back plus 131 on DraftKings. That's your free play.
So we're betting on Desmond Ritter. That's easy.
Easy.
You got to spin it that. You got to spin that. Hey, maybe if he has a good game, the value of your entire Ritter card collection will go up. What do you think?
I mean, it just did. Hoffman will tell you. All you need to do is be a starting quarterback in the NFL. And
it's going to be 1 of the 32.
That's it. 1 of 32. There's only 32 starting quarterbacks in the universe, and I have all the cards of one of them.
It's so bad.
Terrible.
All right, Mike, anything you love in NFL you want to throw out before you get up?
Are we doing roundtable tonight or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll save a lot for the roundtable, but I'll get out my sheet of destiny, if you will.
Oh, man. Whoa.
Well, I invented it, and you piggybacked off it.
The way that you invented was the December to remember, and it lasted a week.
Everybody remembers it. You're still talking about it. Everybody remembers it.
You remember it for ending.
I had 3 campaigns. All 3 have been highly successful, plus 30-minute campaigns. And it's right around the corner. What's he eating now?
Oh.
Bill.
Oh, strawberries.
By the way, that is, I said Tommy is nuts after the Ritter comment. It is probably true. I mean, how many people in America can say they have the largest collection of a starting quarterback in the NFL? It's like me, right?
I don't know. I mean, what's sad about it?
It can only be 31 other people.
The thing that I feel bad for you about it is Desmond Ritter is not like, Aaron Rodgers or a popular guy, let's say. And no matter how hard you tried to pine for his attention by tagging him on Twitter, he's still fucking brushed you off. And that's
he's a fucking professional football player.
He sucks. He should at least write back his fans. Especially the largest card holder of his collection. I mean, he should have at least thanked you or sent you a fucking glove or something.
Mike, I can't even get a tweet sent out so 19 people can see it. I'm so shadow banned. Old original Tommy G account would have had Desmond Ritter on Stay Cashin. Elon, give me my fucking account back. Trump won. Come on. Give me my shit back. Let's go. Give it back. Stop hoarding it. Give it back. Give it back. Take your shadow ban shit out of here.
I'm a sucker, for like money line parlays and 2-game Wong 7-point teasers. And I mean, I really like the spot for the Eagles this week. And, you hate to see a team go on the road, especially in division, but I like the opposite of that. I like the fact that they're a division game and they want to go in there and make a statement against a wounded duck. I mean, the Cowboys are banged up everywhere. I know they're saying they're getting Parsons back, but, Lamb is a little gimpy. Prescott's obviously out. Jerry Jones is going to have like a fucking seizure at any point. I just think it's a great spot for the Eagles, who have looked decent lately, looked good lately, to come in. I mean, and really just get a decisive win. So the Eagles are going to be a solid money line parlay piece for me, as well as a teaser leg. I'm feeling pretty confident about that.
It's a trap.
Maybe, but if I lose, you know what? I'm just so sick of betting on bad teams and betting on the trendy like prop player of the week because somebody's out and now fucking McKillen's going to come in now and be like the star for the Tampa. And then obviously, Otten steps up or, I'm betting on good teams. I like the fact that it's like the reverse divisional game where, technically you'd want to play the home dog there, but I don't know. I just think it's a spot that Philly's going to – Sirianni's under so much fire. I hate him now. I used to like him. He's just so bad.
I hate him too.
He's so bad.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
I hate his face. I hate the way he acts. I hate everything about him. But again, he has to come in here and do something big.
Right,
and everybody liked to almost put Jerry Jones on their deathbed. Everybody loves it, right? The cameraman, the fans, everybody loves it. So I see like a washing by the Eagles this week.
And who's the other one? You said you wanted to do a 7-point.
No, I said that's the leg that I'm going to give here for
that's
free.
One of the legs.
Okay. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
and it's really hard not to like the Vikings too. I mean, they got to win back after some losses. I'm not a Jacksonville guy at all, and then especially now with giganticism face out and all that stuff. I mean, they're prime for the taking too. Vikings going to be physical. That's probably a low scoring game there too, but I don't mind putting the Vikings in that leg.
All right, Mikey. See you on a round table.
See you tonight.
Later, bro.
See you, Zab.
See you, buddy.
All right. He didn't say bye to you, Bill.
Bye, Bill.
How about that?
Bye, Mike.
Oh, he didn't say bye to you, Hoffman.
See you later, Hoffman.
See you later, Mike.
All right. Bye, Mike.
Mike is probably awful at the Irish exit. Can you imagine Mike trying to do an Irish exit?
Mike is the Irish exit. No, he Irish exits all the time. Oh, yeah. Mike, you just turn around. If it's late enough, you'll at least be on the phone, or at least be on the phone with Mad Lab, or if you're at a bar or anything. Mike will just be gone. Yeah, Mike don't give a fuck. He just dips. He's like a thief in the night. He's like Batman. For a big guy, he skedaddles very quickly.
How many times? Hey, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And a voice chat.
Gone. Yeah, he doesn't have voice chat every time. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be right back, and he's gone. Just come like skedaddles. Bill Rupp, final words.
Let's go Ole Miss tomorrow
And
tonight.
Two
Ole Misses.
Oh, this is Bill's Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Zab, final words.
Brian Burns sack early Sunday morning.
All right. Hoff, final words.
Let it breathe and let's go Knicks.
All right. And my final words will be get over to 4deep.com, guys. Still have the end of the year promo going, 2-month and 5-month promo, 70% off. Go check that out. Get in for the low price of less than $3 a day. You can get in at 4Deep. And my final words will be rock, chalk, Jayhawk. We are going all in Kansas today. Let's get out the gate early with a nice 15-4 lead and just fucking thump these heels. Put our heel right in Bill Rupp's neck as he roots for the Tar Heel.
I'm not betting North Carolina.
Better not be, because we're fucking rocking it and chalking it today. Rocking it, chalking it. For Bill Rupp, Constantino, Howie Dewey, Zab, and Hoffman, I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!